Hello everybody who has been waiting for the launch of Harrier. I was also one of the enthusiasts and I've been following for quite a long time, checking it out online and reading news about it. A lot of reviews have come up and I've been going through that regularly, and today in Hyderabad at Taj Krishna was the launch of Harrier. We were one of the starting few people who were there. By the time we reached there, it started getting crowded, but we did get a few minutes to get inside the car and outside the car, and did have a look at it, me and my wife. So a first-hand review of Harrier without any adulteration is what I would say. Somehow I feel the reviews that have been mentioned online, I am not a technical person to verify those, but then somehow what I read and what I see, I don't see somehow the reality. Why I'm saying this is because most of the dimensions mentioned over there is that it's much taller or much longer even as compared to XUV, which is a 7-seater. But somehow looking at it, it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel that it's that big a car. Sitting inside, again, I'm talking about the second seat where we first got to sit. We've also tried Compass 2 months back. Sitting inside this and Compass and Creta, we pretty much felt that the space is pretty much the same. Maybe leg room is a little bit more, but for 3 people sitting inside, I definitely feel it is going to be congested. To talk about the great part about it, the front look is definitely awesome. Okay, it looks like a very premium from the front, the way the styling has been done, and the bonnet it looks really nice actually. But that's about it. Then getting inside the car, the infotainment system is kind of nice, looks nice, a little futuristic. The rest of the things, okay, they were mentioning about the wooden cladding that is being given, which is actually a plastic, but it's been given the whole morph of wood, which is there, but at the end of it, it does look plastic. Okay, I think they could have gone away with it and probably done a better quality plastic and let it remain like that. It wouldn't have looked like that they're trying to cover up something or just trying to make it look plush. So at the end of it, it can also be that a lot of people might contest that the price range that it is coming, you cannot expect luxury elements coming in. I am not the one who's asking for it. They're the one who's been mentioning that it's a premium car, in this particular segment and the best of the class. So going by what I've heard and what I've been reading and all the branding that has been going on, this is what I actually feel. The good parts about it, the bonnet, the space, boot space is really big. That's quite big. Height wise, again, I didn't feel that it's something very high in size. That's something again that disappointed me. From the upholstery point of view, the leather cladding on the seats, they are there light kind of brownish shade, but somehow I'm not too impressed. I didn't find. I think it's available in any of the shops as well, and it's not something that a new premium car that you're buying, you're going to be looking up forward to that. A few nice things was the changing of the mode, the drive mode. That's kind of quite funky. The handbrake is really, that definitely gives it a very premium and a very niche kind of a look. That is something a positive for sure. There is some air-cooled glove boxes which is there, which is fine. Back seat, again, I would come back. I didn't feel it quite premium. It's quite basic. The observation from my wife, again, she's not much read through the reviews, but then when she sat in and then she couldn't find a AC vent which is there in the center, though it was there on the side, it was there, but then which felt maybe it is not that comfortable. The car was completely open. A lot of people were watching it at the same time, so it can be that we couldn't see the effectiveness of how the cooling works basically. But then from there we felt a little bit tricky whether it is going to be actually comfortable in the back seat or not. About what are we going to do, whether we're going to buy or not, we are still at 60-40. Till I came today, I was at 80-20, 80% in favor of buying it. Today we are at 60%, still thinking about buying it, but I'm going to be able to finally decide on 14th or 15th is what the dealer has told me, that the car is going to come to the showroom for a test drive. I'm going to definitely give it a test drive, and hopefully I will let you guys know. I'm not here to build a lot of subscribers. I'm a common human man. I'm an Indian like you who's trying to invest some money into getting from a hatchback moving into a different segment. So, and my commute is mostly in the city. Maybe once in 3 or 4 months I would travel outside, so it's more of a city driving. From the city driving point of view, and I think car might be okay, but then if you're looking at value for money in terms of amount that you're going to be spending on, and you feeling that you got the worth of it, probably you might not have that kind of a feeling. I'm not saying the car is bad. Main thing which comes down finally is how the car drives on the road and how comfortable that is. That is yet to be seen. Everywhere I've mentioned about it that we are missing that the car doesn't have automatic. That's a big no, definitely for me. We mentioned in the feedback, we've been told that by March the automatic version is going to be coming in. I might wait for it, but then 14th or 15th, when I get a test drive of the manual version, I will get to know how overall the car is, and then I can understand just the change of the gear and making it into automatic, how much the things are going to be different. So keeping my fingers crossed, I hope this 60/40 goes up further once I drive, and once the automatic comes in. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. I hope that works out. Otherwise, definitely there are other cars going that I'm going to be looking into. In past, we've gone ahead and we've had a look at cars like Compass. We went into the XUV as well. Okay, but Compass definitely looks much premium as compared to Creta, as compared to Harrier. Definitely much premium as compared to Harrier. From inside, definitely. Outside, I am pretty much the same. Even outside, if I say, I would rate Compass much higher as compared to the Harrier. So that's about it, but it's too expensive. Especially the Limited Plus, which is coming, it's quite expensive. It has every single thing that you can ask for, but it is quite expensive as compared to if you're looking at something in an economical segment. XUV, we went in, we just had a first look, and there itself we said definitely no, because it's too plasticky. The whole thing is they've tried to put in a lot of things because the Indian is too demanding. But that might not be, you know, suiting to every single person's taste. It's very plasticky on the inside, and they've given a lot of stuff. But then let's be practical. How much of that are we actually going to be using it? So yes, okay, you're getting a 7-seater. That's a plus. Big car. That's about it. But do you actually need it? Unless until you have such a big family. So considering this, we didn't go for XUV. We did not go for Compass. We wanted to wait for Harrier. We have done that. Post our test drive, probably we'll have a better idea. Let me know what you guys think. Again, it's totally non-technical videos. I won't be talking in terms of RPM, in terms of you know, all the technical specs all these auto gurus speak about. I'm here to give you a basic and a very first-hand experience of a common man who would expect something from a car. Let me know your reviews. I will be in touch with you guys. Thank you. Bye.